Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the STW channel. Now, I know it's been a while since we have posted. We've been working on lots of different stuff. Now, there's going to be more wrestling content to come in the future. There's going to be a lot more general content to come in the future. But for now, I'm going to spin it up a bit and we're going to post some, like, real-life content. Like, content you'll see on other channels, if that makes sense. So, today, if you haven't already read the title or seen the thumbnail, which is probably why I clicked on the video anyways, so I don't know why I'm explaining this part, but we are doing a tier list for lots of different current WWE championships. Now, we've got most of them here. There's not all of them, I don't think. I think there's a few that I can list. Might be all of them. I'm not sure. I can't bother to check in my head. But we haven't got the new tag team belts, but that's fine. One quick thing before I get into this video. I am trying to become a professional wrestler. Now, why does that involve you, you might ask? I need your help. Your help. By you subscribing, liking, and commenting on this video, it pushes the video out for the YouTube algorithm, meaning more people can watch it, meaning more views, blah blah blah. I'm sure you've heard it all before. I'm not asking for any donations, I'm just asking for you to subscribe for free, because once we get to 500 subscribers, we can hopefully apply for affiliate and start making my journey to a professional wrestler. Without further ado, let's get into the tier list. Okay, so the way I'm probably going to structure this video is I'm probably going to do it so you can just see the tier list. I might include my face cam every now and then. I've still got the camera recording, but we're just going to involve this for now. So the first championship is the Intercontinental Championship. Now I'm going to build in it like in between for every championship, but between the looks and the legacy of the championship, because I say that because number one, I really like this Intercontinental Championship design. Don't get me wrong, the last one before that with the white strap, that was perfect. Like, if that one was here, straight S tier. This one is about a B tier. I really like it, but because of what Gunther mainly has done with this championship, I think I'm going to bump it up to an A. NXT Championship. Now, this, I'm very iffy about this belt. I love the rainbow design, love it, but they should have kept the old one. I know it fits with the rebranding of NXT. I know it fits with the current theming of NXT. But the old black and gold NXT Championship was amazing. There was nothing that needed to be changed. And plus, I mean, it's currently held by Ethan Page. I don't mind Ethan Page. Who's held it in the past? Ilya Dragunov, he's quite good. Bron Breakker, I don't like Bron Breakker. For that reason, I'm going to have to put this NXT Championship in C. North American, I really, really like this belt design. I don't know why the thick strap for me is just a really, really nice feature, along with like the round plates and everything. It's just overall a pleasing belt to look at, in my opinion. Now, if you asked me to list some people that have won the North American Championship, I could tell you about three. I'll tell you Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Damian Priest, and Bronson Reed. That's all I know. But I love the belt. If we're basing it off of backstory and how much I know about the belt, it'd be C. But because I love the belt that much, it's arguably one of the nicest belts in my opinion, I'm going to bump it up to a B. NXT Tag Team Championships. Now, I don't keep very up to date with NXT. I have no idea who the current champions are for this. I have no idea who's been the past champions for this. So I'm going to base it strictly off looks. Don't get me wrong, it's a very, very simplistic belt. I like the fact that the NXT goes down the middle instead of across like most generic belts. It looks very nice, it matches the black and gold. It's a very, very nice belt. So for that, I'm going to put it in A tier. The Heritage Cup. As a cup, amazing. It looks beautiful. It's a really, really, really nice piece of equipment. But it's just a bit lackluster in it. Like, there's nothing really behind it, is there? I just don't get any feeling when I look at it. So for that, might have to go into D. Look. If you like the Heritage Cup personally, good on you. I don't watch enough of NXT to know about it. Aesthetically, it's good. But if I had the option to either win this or any other belt on this lineup, I would pick any other belt. This just doesn't look like it'd suit a champion. Next, we have the NXT Women's Championship. Now. Most of you might be thinking I'm going to put it in the exact same spot I put the NXT Championship because it's exactly the same, just white. No, I actually really don't like this belt for one reason. The NXT on it matches the strap, and for me, no. I know if you look at it on TV, it's rainbow, but on a straight picture, no. It needs to be contrasting, otherwise you can't see anything. So for that, but it's not D. It's a good belt, but it's not that good. Forget everything I just said. I'm going to have to put it in C because I can't put it in D. It doesn't deserve to be in D. I believe this is the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Now, this is what I mean. This is what they need to do. As you can see, the men's NXT Championship up here has white writing with a black strap. They have a white strap on this belt, so they've changed the colour of the writing. Beautiful. Chef's kiss. It was that simple. And for that, it's going straight into A. The colour, not bad. The strap, I love white straps on belts. Apart from this. But yeah, amazing. It matches the colours, It's inverted, which is what I like. The white's here on this belt, and it's meant to be gold there. And the gold's here on this belt, and it's meant to be white there. That's a nice touch. So for that, it's going in A. The Women's Championship. I believe this one's currently held by Nia Jax. I believe she won it at, what was it? The SummerSlam that was it SummerSlam? I think it was SummerSlam. Very, very, very nice belt. Very nice belt. I like it a lot. I'm not going to get into the whole backstory about the fact that they just completely ripped off this belt here. I'm not going to get into that. But all in all, a very nice belt. But, and there's a very big but here, they aren't doing anything with this championship. Now, I know what your argument probably is. They've just changed champions, They're obviously trying to build up something with Tiffany and Nia. Yeah, but if you look at the past championships for this women's championship compared to this one doesn't stand a chance. I mean, this one's got Rhea Ripley, this one's got Liv Morgan, this one had Becky Lynch, this one's had Bayley and Io Sky and Nia Jax, and so don't get me wrong, as a belt, I like it. As a championship, it's going to have to go in B. Sorry. Now, I personally am not one of them people that call Roman Reigns one of the greatest of all time. I respect entirely what he's done, but the belt itself is going to have to go in A tier because it's just a belt. Like, there's nothing to say about it. Don't get me wrong, it's got the gold background, it's iconic. That's why it's up so high. I would have put it here with the Women's Championship, but it's iconic. Very, very, very iconic. The Blue Universal Championship. It's a bit weird we have the blue and not the red one here. Hear me out. I hated the phase where WWE just rebranded titles to certain companies. Now, don't get me wrong, they've currently done it with this belt and this belt, but they look different. I don't like the fact that they just took the original World Heavyweight Championship they had and changed the colour of the strap to fit the brand. It was just lazy. There was no thought behind it. The Women's Tag Team Championships. Ooh. I'm actually having to think about this one. As a championship, sorry, very good. It allows it allows the women's roster to have something it's never had before, which is a very, very good tag team division. But it just doesn't look that good, does it? Don't get me wrong, on TV it looks okay when the lights are shining on it, but as a belt, like when they must have been designing that, someone had to have thought, ew. You get what I mean? So for that, it can join the NXT Championships in C. You know, I think that's fair. It isn't D rating, it's not awful. These belts are perfect. I was in Florida on holiday when this belt got introduced. I was sat in my hotel. I was eating Pizza Hut, and I sat there and watched Triple H unveil it, and I thought, wow. It looked beautiful. It wasn't just a rebranded title that we'd never seen before. Sorry, it wasn't just a rebranded title that we have seen before, it was something completely new. The design, the shape of the strap, the colour, the logo in the middle, everything was perfect. And then they decided to bring out a white version, and as you know, I like white straps, but for this, there's no like colours that make it hard to see, it stands out perfect. Back at it again with the rebranded titles, you know, they just changed the strap colour, but this is very, very, like, debatable when I say this. The red one, for Raw, C tier. The blue one, B tier. First of all, the blue one looks nicer. There's no debate about that. If you say the red one looks nicer, you are wrong. I'm sorry. The blue one looks 10 times nicer. But when I think of the Raw Tag Team Championships, I can't necessarily think of anyone. I can think of the Bar, and they had a good run with it, but they never was going to really amount to anything under Vince McMahon's like power, were they? Whereas I think of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, I think of the Usos, and the Usos did everything. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a time when, you know, they held both, I think it was, but the SmackDown one was the one that the Usos had originally, and that for that, it definitely goes up there because without that, there would have been no bloodline. Without that, there would have probably been no Roman Reigns storyline, you know? Everyone helps each other out in a way. This is going to spark up an insane debate. This United States Championship right here is 1 billion times better than the old one they had. This one is amazing. And call me a fanboy all you want, I don't care. Logan Paul inside of the ring is absolutely phenomenal. It's not S tier, but it definitely deserves a high A tier. What do I do for this one? Because it's iconic. It's really, really iconic. But it's a good belt, but it just gets repetitive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think of Brock Lesnar, you know, I think of Roman Reigns, I think of Triple H. So for the backstory, it's definitely a B, maybe an A. But the belt, don't get me wrong, it's iconic, but it's boring. So I think it's going to have to go low B. Very low B. So guys, that is my completed tier list. I'll pop it up in the corner of the screen right now. If you want to try this tier list out for yourself, link in the description. If you want to share me it, you know, you can post a YouTube video, you can send it to me via email. My email's in my YouTube about section. You know, I'm always down to hear what you guys think about current championships and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said at the start of the video, and I'm sorry I keep reminding you of this, it's just very, very important to me. As I said, I'm starting my journey on becoming a professional wrestler. But there's one problem in the way. Money. I'm not asking for donations, I'm asking for you to subscribe and like the video for completely free. It helps me out so much achieving my dreams, and you can go to sleep knowing you did a good deed. I'm joking. But seriously, it does help out so much. And when you see me on the big screen in a few years, you can say to yourself that you helped me achieve that. Hopefully. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.